Hey everybody, this is Frederick Ball. I'm your professor for English 115 this semester, and I wanted to welcome you to the class and go over some parts of the class for you to kind of introduce you to what we're going to be doing this semester. The first thing you do want to do is you need to log into the class, and you do that by going to the college's homepage and clicking on My SWC and then log in. And when you do, you will go to your Canvas classes. And this is our class. It's English 115. The SC means it's a super course, which really doesn't mean anything to you. But I have two sections online of 115, and they're all together in a big group. So it's kind of like one big class. The number of students per class is 30, so there's approximately 60 students in our course. And you'll go into the class. And the first thing that I wanted to do was point out some of the elements of our syllabus. So this class is the class at a CSU or a UC system, or actually most colleges, universities are looking for when you are transferring. And this tells you a little bit about the class and some things you should know about online learning. And if you are new to online learning or Canvas, you click on this link and there is a list of orientations. You can do them online or you can go to the campus and take them. And this is what I sent out to you last week. If you ever need to contact me, email obviously is going to be the best way to go. Click here. If this is the fall or the spring semester, my office is in 430C as in cat. I forgot to put that there. And it's a little hard to find, but if you're on the main campus and you go to room 415, look in the hallway behind you, and that's where my office is. My official office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 to 8:50 a.m. and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 7:50 a.m. If I'm in my office at any other time and you swing by, feel free to come in and talk to me, but those are just the official days and times for my office hours. In terms of email, I'm pretty good at responding to email, and I noticed from my roster that I have several returning students. They can attest to this. Monday through Thursday, I'll respond to your emails within a few hours. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I may or may not respond to your emails, but I might, but don't count on it. You will hear from me a few times. Well, you'll hear from me at least once a week, maybe more, where I remind you about what we're doing. And anytime you do an assignment, you're going to get feedback from me, whether it's like end comments where I'm typing into a box, if it's a video like this one, or if it's an audio clip. And I think that's what most of your essays are going to be, where you've turned in your essay and I'm going to leave you audio comments, and there'll be an audio file for that, and we'll get to that later. There is one book for the class. It's called Elements of Argument. And if you're in the area, you can get it at our campus bookstore. You can get it at O-Type Books, which is across the street from the campus. And or you can buy it online at Amazon or Barnes & Noble or Chegg or your favorite online retailer. I did include a link here to the publisher. You can get it as an ebook, and you could read the book on your favorite device, or you can order it as a paperback as well. Just know, and I mentioned this last week so you have enough time to get it, your first assignment is going to be the week of the 27th, so you'll need your book by then. There are older issues of the book, which if you have to get them for whatever reason, it's okay. The page numbers are going to be different though, so you'll need to get with somebody in class, maybe reach out to somebody on the discussion board, and compare pages so you know what we're doing. So that is the textbook. There are a couple websites we're going to be using. They're Purdue OWL, which is Purdue University, and then writingcommons.org. This is to supplement the textbook. If you have questions about anything, if it's not in the textbook, it'll be here. In terms of what we're doing, there will be 4 essays, which are worth 100 points each. I have them down as timed writings, but they're reflections. Those you'll be doing after each essay. There are 3 of those, and that'll equal about 1 essay. There will be 4 mini research assignments that equals an essay. 5 rhetorical précis. If you're not familiar with rhetorical précis, those are analytical summaries. We'll have about 5 of those, and that's 100 points. And then reading responses. If you have a chapter to read from the textbook, or if you have an article to read that we're going to analyze, you're going to do a response on those. Those are about a paragraph, and those are 10 points each. So it's 900 points, and this is how your grade would break down. And I know life happens. I know things happen. People get sick. Emergencies come up. I do not take late work unless there's proof of a medical emergency, hospital paperwork, doctor's note, or military leave. And it's not to be mean, it's not to be rude, but in the real world, you have deadlines that are meant to be kept, and college is really no different. So almost all your assignments are due Monday and Wednesday by midnight. So you have the due dates and the assignments days and weeks in advance. So there's really no need for you not to get it done in time. So just keep that in mind. We'll talk about the calendar in just a minute. If you're a DSS student or you think you might have some challenges, you can talk to Disabled Student Services. There's a video here. You will get extra points on your essays if you submit your work to the Southwestern College's online writing lab. And it takes about 2 to 3 days to get a response, but what you do is you submit your paper and you ask them specific questions about your work, and they'll respond to you within a couple days, and they will send me proof that you worked with them. There is a writing center on the main campus, and if you have classes at San Ysidro or Otay Mesa, there's also writing center services there as well. And then there's e-tutoring if you can't get help at either one of these. In terms of plagiarism, you've heard about this before. Anytime you use somebody else's words and try to pass them off as your own, that is plagiarism, and that's the easiest way to fail on an assignment. So do your own work. And then this is just the objectives of what we're going to be covering in the class. I'll let you look at that on your own. Now, in terms of assignments, each week what I will be doing is under modules here, you'll see what we're going to be doing. So these are kind of the same thing. So what you're going to be doing for the first week, actually this is day one right here. You're going to go over the syllabus. You're going to look at these different videos and pages on if you're ready for online learning. What about the time commitment? Is your computer ready? Because sometimes you won't be able to play a video if you don't have the right software installed, and it talks about that. And then the first official assignment is an icebreaker. And what that means is you're going to introduce yourself to the class. And all you have to do is read the question and then click on reply. When you're done, you will need to respond to at least 2 of your classmates because you won't get full credit if you do not. As I mentioned in my emails to you earlier in the week or last week, you have until August 20th at midnight to respond to the discussion board. If you don't, then that says to me you're not taking the class, and I'll give your spot to somebody else. So modules are where your assignments are. So for Monday the 20th, you're doing the icebreaker, and then on the 22nd, you're doing this response on what is college writing. And it's pretty short. When you go to the link, you'll see that this is page 1, this is page 2, and this is page 3. So what you'll do is you'll read through this, and you'll notice that there's a fairly similar theme to all the discussions. What did you think was important and why? How can you use these ideas in your other classes? And then when you're done, you respond to 2 other people. The other thing I wanted to point out to you when I mentioned that all your assignments are there for you, if you go to the View Calendar link, you will see that all your assignments are here as well. So for the following week, you click on here, the article's here, The questions are here. And then to get started, you click on the title. And you're done. All right, I think that might be about it. I told you about the modules. Oh, if you do have questions or concerns, you can email me directly or you can go to the discussion board here. There's a link for you to ask questions. Like, for example, if you're not able to get to the book, you could say, hey, is there somebody who's on campus on Thursdays? Maybe we can meet up and I can take pictures of your book, that kind of thing. And then there is a list of all the resources that are available for you here. The Online Learning Center, the Academic Success Center, the library, and so on. So there's that for you as well. Oh, the last thing I wanted to talk to you about is grades. I will always leave comments for you on your work, so make sure you check that on a regular basis, because if you're not doing something right, I will let you know. If you're doing something really well, I'll let you know too. But always check your grades. And like I mentioned, you'll get video feedback from me, or you'll get audio feedback from me. So either way, you're going to hear from me. All right. I think that was it. So take some time, look around the class, see what's here, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later.